Welcome to Around the Bend with Soki. We're Mike and Ramona, and these are our travels as we go across the country. For those of you that have been watching our channel, you know that we made a trip out to the western part of the country, and we're now on our way back from Northwest Washington. We spent 7 weeks on the northwest coast of Washington State and are now headed back to Florida. You've just seen our route. And as we do that, we move our way down to Cape Disappointment, which is in the very southwestern corner of Washington State. Our next stop is a place called Long Beach, which you can see is a very long beach right on the coast of the Pacific Ocean and right next to a place called Cape Disappointment. We stayed at a Thousand Trails Park right there at Long Beach. One of the things this park mentions as a key attribute or amenity is that they have a walking path that takes you right directly out to the ocean, which we'll show you in a little bit. When you get to the campground, you can hear the ocean roaring in the distance. It's with you the whole time we're there, and one of the things we really liked. The actual town of Long Beach is, you pass through it as you come in, just outside of the campground. They have a lot of things going on. There was a huge car show when we were there, and they also have access directly to the beach. You'll approach Seaview from US 101, the northern stretch of the Pacific Coast Highway. It's a twisty, undulating stretch of highway, but this portion is navigable by big rigs. Just be prepared if you suffer from car sickness. You'll arrive at the campground through the village of Seaview. Seaview is located just south of the city of Long Beach and has a population of 473. Originally a summer community for Portland's gentry, Seaview's quiet tree-lined streets invite strollers to enjoy turn-of-the-century Victorian homes, which are the survivors of the development's plans from the 1880s. Seaview was once a depot on the Clamshell Railroad, the narrow-gauge train that ran with the tides that ran up along the Long Beach Peninsula from the 1889 to 1930. There was only a platform and a shed at Seaview until 1905, and then they built a regular depot. The Seaview Depot still stands, only one of two remaining stations. Now an excellent restaurant, the Depot, visitors can enjoy a bit of history and a fine meal inside its red walls on what is now the main beach approaching into Seaview. The town remains a favorite retreat for summer visitors. Enjoy the Seaview Strollers Tour and learn more about the town's original 50 by 100 foot lots, which sold for about $100 each. Long Beach RV and Camping Resort is located on 2215 Willow Road in Seaview. A little interesting to find, but we were able to get there. It's just off the beaten path, and of course you find a construction site. And as you find the construction sign, you actually found the campground is open year-round, and it has 144 sites. Long Beach RV Resort boasts ocean access. This camp is in Washington, located just 1,200 feet from the Pacific Ocean. Don't forget to bring your four-legged friends. All 28 miles of the beach is 100% dog-friendly. All the sites at Long Beach Campground offer full RV camping hookups and are satellite ready. We're going to let you ride along with us as we find our site. All the hookups are to the rear of the sites. The sites, like most on the Pacific coast, again, are back-to-back quadrants. So all the even sites are hookups on the left or the road side of the rig, and the odd sites will be on the curb side. and require longer hoses to reach under the rig.
3, okay.
2, 4.
3. Are you down further?
We're going to be hunting for an even if we can find one. There's a 6.
7, 8. There's a squirrel.
Yeah.
10. That's 11. That's odd.
Yeah, but 11 might not be too hard to get into.
Yeah, but they're on the outside.
Yeah, I know.
Probably all the even ones are taken.
That's where I was going with that, is if that's the case, we may have to take one. So I'm kind of looking at some that are not quite as difficult as others. That might be
18, but no place to park the car here. It might be on the other side. There might be some.
yeah, we'll look around on the other side and see what we got.
This road is a little narrow to work off of, and depending on where people park, it makes it even more interesting.
Alright, but then I gotta go all the way back around.
There's just no place right here to park your truck.
If I can park in front of it, I will.
Oh, she said no. If that's what they're doing.
Keep looking. I mean, that's a good site right there.
Yeah,
I think.
that is. And the beach is down
Yeah,
here.
that's our walkthrough right there. I'll go around and see. Maybe I can pull through it. We can park up here on the end if we have to.
Now, is there any dim on that? Because you got some nice sun down there.
Look.
You can always come back to this and maybe pull in the opposite way. I
Wasn't
don't
there
know.
either, so. The good part here is there's a lot of room to maneuver.
Well, there's a lot of room to park here, too. Well, these look like they're all taken.
Maybe.
Everybody that's not supposed to park in front is parking in front.
Well, now you know why everybody's parked over here, because there's places to park.
Oh, we're back 2 rows instead of...
There are a lot of permanents too.
Yeah. You know, that's kind of inconsiderate. British Columbia.
If we go any further this way, then we gotta go out through the gate and come back.
No, we don't want to do that. Now, where's the one we saw? Down here?
Down, down, and down.
Okay.
Got over here. Let's see what's here.
Now, there's that little white car.
Little white car.
The little white car we're concerned about.
45, 44. So I think these guys are all.
There's 44s there.
I'm just gonna do a site here
This
too.
is
40s.
40s is good long side.
Wanna try that one?
Yeah, that one. Yeah, or you can try to drive through this one, whichever, well, the one down here, isn't it?
Yeah.
Whichever site you prefer.
I'm going to try this here.
The quad arrangement of the sites makes it kind of interesting to try to keep track of the numbers and figure out where you are as you're moving through trying to find a site. We eventually find the site that we wanted to try to make as a pull-through, and it worked. Just you can see it's going to be a little tight on the way through. We had to make sure we left room enough for somebody to park behind us and not overreach our site when we were all done. As you'll see as I get closer in here, there's no way I was going to be able to back into this site from the direction we came in at. And yes, I do watch my truck once in a while, which is very dusty.
Hi. Looks like a one-person trail.
I don't know about that.
One person at a time.
Ocean currents are dangerous.
Way too cold for our kind of bottoms anyway.
Yeah. You'll notice that this path was pretty good walking, at least to start with. It was pretty firm where the grass was in here, but eventually it turns to all soft sand. It gets to be a little more arduous as you walk through. Yep, we found the sand. Well, there's a high road and a low road.
You're taking the low road?
I guess so.
I'm start walking like a drunken sailor here.
Yep. As we continued along, we began to wonder the claim of 1,200 feet from the campground was a little bit exaggerated. Was
Yeah.
it the first 1,200 or the last 1,200?
Okay.
But it still wasn't a bad hike.
Looks like we're getting closer.
I don't know.
The pines are getting smaller. Nice and toasty in here. Yeah, that's okay. I know.
It's soft sand.
Yeah,
If I was barefoot, it would be easier, I think.
maybe. Oh, I don't know how it is walking under it.
I see the footprints going back.
Yeah, there's been a lot of footprints here. Getting louder. Is there? Okay, there's a trail that runs all the way along. I would say you could probably go straight ahead. Ugh.
Is that the couple we saw down to Concrete or
Ah.
down to LaConner?
I have no idea.
There's another
What's that?
trail must be up there.
The trail goes all the way up and down the coast.
No, I'm not gonna walk the whole coast.
No.
As we approach the ocean, you can hear the noise from the ocean surf get louder and louder. And all of a sudden, the view is going to be spectacular. So I'm going to try not to interrupt too much of that and just leave you to listen to some of the sounds of the ocean.
It's kind of nice to see a seashore that hasn't been all rebuilt. pelicans. Bunch of pelicans out here. No, I saw some flying along, like over there. Those? Some pretty good surf out there.
Look how hazy it is out there.
Yeah. So there's a lighthouse up on that point over there.
Can't see what I'm looking at.
Yeah. Down that way.
I have to say, this is some of the loudest surf we've probably ever encountered as we've been around a number of beaches.
Might be a little more packed over this way.
A lot of people have been driving.
Yeah, I guess you can go down below there and drive out here. See about where the high tide line is. What's that? Yeah. I didn't think it was too bad. The breeze is cool, but the sun is warm. Yeah. I noticed that all of a sudden it's like, whoosh. 5, it's like 10 of them. And buried in the sand. They're all over the place.
Bird feet.
Yep. Or maybe just plain old bicycles, electric bikes. No, just plain old trail bikes. What's that? Oh. This is really, yeah, it's really wide. You can see the waves crashing up against the rocks down there. Starting to get close enough to see them through the mist.
Hazy today.
Can't see a blooming thing.
This is just a spectacular beach, and with every beach comes a beautiful sunset.